Hola amigos, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm watching a video called Copenhagen Vacation Travel Guide from Expedia, and this was uploaded 10 years ago. And it's funny because I actually moved to Copenhagen 10 years ago. I've been living here since then, and yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting to see what the Expedia has to say about Copenhagen, what I agree with, what I don't agree with, what comes to mind from when I moved to this country or to this city 10 years ago. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. So without any further ado, let's just see what this video has for us today. Let's go.
Copenhagen sits on the east coast of Denmark, a country that consists of the Jutland Peninsula and a series of small islands. Separated from Sweden by the Øresund Strait, this Nordic city is Denmark's capital. With cutting-edge restaurants set amidst cobblestone streets and picturesque canals, Copenhagen is a perfect combination of fairy tale magic and modern-day cool.
I'm just getting ahead of the video, but if they mention Christiania, I think I'm gonna have some nostalgia because Christiania 10 years ago was very different from what it is today. If you're from Copenhagen or if you live in Denmark, you probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, let's just see what comes to mind if they mention it.
There is no better way to understand the city's charm than with the uniquely Danish word hygge, which describes a cozy and soulful state of mind. It is a word that you can't quite put your finger on, but you'll know it when you feel it. And in Copenhagen, hygge is everywhere. Hygge can be found in the candles that brighten the windows and the warm sense of enchantment that fills the streets. It can be found in the colorful wharfs, the city's beautiful gardens, and as the sun goes down, it can even be found in one of Europe's oldest theme parks. One of the very best ways to enjoy Copenhagen is the way most locals do.
By the way, that was funny because I think when I came here, one of the very first words that I learned in Danish was hygge or hyggeligt, which, like the video said, it's just a cozy feeling. It's really actually hard to explain in English what it is, and when you ask Danes, they also have a hard time explaining it. I actually bought this book called The Little Book of Hygge. I think it's by the Happiness Institute, something like this. I can't remember exactly. And they explained it in a way like if you imagine yourself in a cabin, inside a cabin, while it's cold outside, and you have candles, that's hygge. But if it's raining outside, that's even more hyggeligt, or more hygge. And then I think you kind of understand what they're talking about. Just this cozy feeling, and if you're with friends during this storm, and if you're having a hot chocolate, but it doesn't really have to be just inside. You can also be outside with your friends. So it really varies a lot. So like the video said, when you feel it, you feel it. Another thing we learned when I moved to Denmark was Holgolmeflø, and I think after 10 years I still can't pronounce it correctly. Anyway, let's continue watching.
By bicycle. The city is laced with almost 250 miles of bike lanes, and cycling is a way of life for all ages. Head to Nyhavn, a 17th century waterfront and canal district that is full of color and character with its many bars and cafes. Enjoy a meal at one of the restaurants, or grab a drink and watch the boats glide by. Visit The Little Mermaid, one of Copenhagen's most recognizable characters. Created from a story by Hans Christian Andersen, she's just a short stroll away from the wharfs.
I think if you ask a lot of Copenhageners, they actually wouldn't recommend you to go to the Little Mermaid. They often talk about how it is one of Europe's most disappointing tourist attraction, just below the Mannequin Pis in Belgium. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is a great recommendation. I mean, every time I have friends visiting in the city, we do go and actually see the Little Mermaid because it's such an iconic landscape or tourist attraction. But yeah, once you get there, it's like okay, well, should we grab a sandwich now, or like, okay, let's get out of here and do something else. So it's not like this huge thing. Anyway.
Discover real-life royalty at Amalienborg, home to the much-loved Danish royal family. Catch the changing of the guard ceremony, which takes place every day at noon.
Yeah, I've been there many times.
For more fairy tale magic, head to the Tivoli Gardens. This park has delighted generations since 1843 and holds a special place in Copenhagen's heart. Take a ride on one of the oldest operational wooden roller coasters in the world, or spin through the sky in the towering Star Flyer. Watch a pantomime, ride a dragon boat, or enjoy the Tivoli's stunning gardens.
Just a little drop of my experience of living here. I think Tivoli, if I'm not mistaken, is the second oldest amusement park in the world, and it's only behind Bakken, which is also in Denmark, and it's not in Copenhagen, I think, but it's pretty close. You can get there by train in like 40 minutes, and that's also a pretty nice amusement park, and it's actually free entrance, or at least last time I went there, it was free entrance. What else? I think Disney World or the Disney amusement parks were inspired by Tivoli as well, and Tivoli backwards is I love it. So something to think about.
For a little more nature, take a picnic and enjoy Copenhagen's many other green spaces. Visit the botanical gardens, which are close to the center of town and famous for its historic glass houses. Hip, charming, or just plain magic. However you define Copenhagen, it is easy to understand why it regularly tops the list of the world's happiest cities. Like the fairy dust that seems to be in the air here, hygge may be hard to define, but it's easy to feel. So slow down, relax, and enjoy the beautiful moments this city has to offer.
Okay, well, that was a short one. I thought they were gonna go deeper into what to visit. I think they missed Stroll. Sorry, I'm not the best at Danish pronunciation, but I think it's one of the largest shopping streets in Europe. In the city center. It's very fun to walk around there. It's very lively, especially if the weather is good. Then there's a lot of people, and then you really can see a lot of Danes just being happy. Regularly, when there's nice weather in this city, everyone is happy, everyone is outside, because we get so few of those. I think it also missed to mention Papyron, which existed 10 years ago. I think now has been replaced by Reffen, but 10 years ago that you had Papyron, which I think would have been nice if this mentioned it as well, because whenever I had visitors back then, I would always recommend them to go to Papyron. They also didn't mention Christiania at all, which I'm surprised about, because that is actually one of the big things that everyone who has ever come to visit me, they're like, oh, I really want to go to Christiania, because they hear so many things about it. And 10 years ago it was quite different, and in my opinion much more interesting to visit than it is today. You can still visit today, but it's different now. Anyway, I think this was a very high-level video. I expected much more. I'm super happy to live in Copenhagen, and I think there's so many more places to see here. Anyway, I guess that is it for today's video. As usual, if there's anything you'd like me to react to next, please put it down in the comments down below. Without any further ado, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I will see you next time. This is Næste Gang. Since it's Danish, why not?